Picture this. The PlayStation 5, Sony's flagship console, has been setting the gaming world on fire with its mind-blowing graphics, lightning-fast load times, and an expansive library of exclusive titles. On the other hand, we have the Nintendo Switch, a console that defies convention by seamlessly transitioning between handheld and home gaming, offering a treasure trove of beloved franchises like Mario, Zelda, and Pokémon. But here's the kicker: there can be only one winner in this epic battle of gaming supremacy. Will it be the raw power and cinematic experience of the £5 or the innovative, on-the-go charm of the Nintendo Switch? Prepare for a showdown like no other as we dissect every aspect of these gaming giants, from hardware and performance to game libraries and online ecosystems. One classic media center console is the £5. Your TV will show its stunning high-definition images, which can handle up to 4K resolution for clear, detailed graphics. To enhance your gaming experience, this kind of console encourages you to add permanent peripherals like surround sound to your living room. This is a bulky gadget that will take up a lot of space on your TV stand, as you can see from the measurements. This is true even for those who struggle to locate a suitable location for it. On the other hand, because of its portable form, the Nintendo Switch is a little hybrid system that can be used anywhere and when connected to a TV. Say you want to take it out on the town and play a multiplayer game. All you have to do is take out the kickstand on the rear to stabilize it, take out the Joy-Cons, and pass one to a buddy. Its hybrid design makes it the perfect travel companion for frequent trips as well as your everyday commute. Your kids can amuse themselves for hours if you set it up in the van on your next trip. For simpler transportation, just remember to pick up a carrying case. Unquestionably, Sony's system is the more potent of the two. But because various devices provide wildly varied gaming experiences, you should choose your gaming console depending on your needs rather than just how powerful it is. With its powerful processor and lightning-fast loading times, the £5 can run online multiplayer games more fluidly and accommodate more graphically demanding games. It loads 2 GB of data in a quarter of a second, which is really quick for a console. Processing power will be crucial for you, and the £5 will satisfy you if you detest waiting around for load times like stunning visuals or enjoy playing competitive games online. The Nintendo Switch places more emphasis on the gameplay than on powerful hardware. In actuality, 4K is not supported at all. In handheld mode, the Switch can only achieve 720p, but when attached to a TV, it can achieve 1080p. But because the screen is so little, you won't really notice this. Turning the Joy-Con controllers on the Nintendo Switch so that they face you sideways allows you to utilize them independently of the console. Because of this, it is quite easy to hand one over to a friend so that you may participate in thrilling multiplayer activities at home or when traveling. On the other hand, in this day and age, in order for a player to take part in a multiplayer session of a game, they are required to own not only a gaming console, but also a physical copy of the game itself. On the other hand, and compared to other gaming companies, Nintendo often provides a wider range of games that are capable of supporting couch co-op multiplayer gameplay. If you want to be able to play games with your family or have guests over, you need to make sure that everyone in the room is looking at the same screen. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is one of the few games available for the Switch that can support up to 8 players at once, in contrast to the majority of other Switch multiplayer games, which support no more than 4 players concurrently. When compared to other game systems, the PlayStation 5 unquestionably has more built-in storage space than its rivals do. On the PlayStation 5, there are a number of high-end games that need more than 46 GB of storage space and between 8 and 15 GB of RAM in order to play. The storage capacity of the Sony system is 825 GB, which means that it is able to keep a significant number of games before exceeding its capacity limit. You always have the option of adding an external hard drive to your computer in the event that you find yourself in need of more storage space. Both the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo Switch Lite suffer from a severe shortage of internal storage capacity due to the fact that they only have 32 GB of storage space available. In spite of the fact that the capacity of the Switch OLED's internal storage has been increased by a factor of 2, 64 GB is still not a lot of space. When you take into consideration that the majority of AAA Nintendo games need between 10 and 15 GB of storage space, it is simple to understand how quickly you may run out of capacity on your Switch after downloading as little as 3 titles. This is especially true if you have a large collection of games. Taking all of this into mind, you should make it a priority to go out and get a microSD card specifically designed for use with the Nintendo Switch as soon as you can. We can now breathe a sigh of relief now that we know the Nintendo system is compatible with memory cards that can hold up to 2 TB of data. On the other hand, it is quite improbable that you will use that much space. A more immersive gaming experience is possible thanks to the fact that the triggers on the 5-pound DualSense controller may be modified. The user of a video game that makes use of this technology may really feel the tension of a drawn bow as they fired an arrow, or they might hear the sound of rain pouring on their head while they play the game. Tactile grips, a touchpad, a microphone, a button to mute the microphone, and a button to share content are some of the additional features that are included with the DualSense. These DualSense features really do make the entire game experience better. They are not simply a gimmick or a marketing ploy. It is possible to scan Nintendo figurines known as Amiibo that include NPC chips on the inside by using the motion controllers that are featured on the Nintendo Joy-Cons. These figurines may be purchased through Nintendo. With the help of these components, party games have the potential to one day give birth to an entirely new subgenre of video games. This might happen very soon. In The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, for instance, you can scan a Zelda Amiibo to earn one-of-a-kind items. Meanwhile, the motion controls in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe allow you to tilt your Joy-Con controller in order to control your character's movement. Because of their size and the peculiar form of the controllers, owners of Switch consoles have a wide range of reactions to the Joy-Cons. This is because the controllers are oddly designed. Numerous cases of Joy-Con drift have been reported by a sizable number of gamers as well. Because it is constructed in a way that is more traditional than the regular controller and does not have any difficulties with drift, a substantial number of Nintendo fans prefer to acquire the Pro Controller rather than the standard controller. Customers of the Nintendo Switch and the PlayStation 5 will be forced to acquire a separate subscription in order to participate in online multiplayer gaming with their respective consoles. A membership to the PlayStation Plus Collection service is required in order to participate in any kind of online gaming. On the PlayStation 5, game brands such as God of War, Batman Arkham, Uncharted 4, Ratchet & Clank, and Until Dawn, amongst others, are now playable by the owners of those properties. The membership fee for 1 month is $10, the charge for 3 months costs $25, and the fee for a whole year costs $60. Users of the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation 2 consoles have access to the hundreds of games that are included in the PlayStation Now game streaming service, which has a monthly fee of $10 or an annual fee of $60. Sony provides users with access to this capability. You do not need to download anything in order to see 800 of them on your own computer. If users of Nintendo Switch subscribe to Nintendo Switch Online, they will have access to a library of vintage NES and SNES games. They will be able to play games over the internet, and they will be able to save their game data in the cloud. You got the choice of buying a family membership for the duration of 1 year, the cost of $35, or you may go with an individual membership, which is $4 for 1 month, $8 for 3 months, or $20 for the duration of 1 year. In addition, a few of titles that were originally made available for the Nintendo 64 and the Sega Genesis are now playable on the hybrid gaming system that is the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack. The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, Mario Kart 64, and Sonic the Hedgehog are just a few of the well-known titles that can be found on this page. In addition, the video games Banjo-Kazooie and F-Zero are going to be available for purchase on the Nintendo 64 in the not-too-distant future. In spite of this, the N64 emulator has a few controls and techniques that a number of people feel are lacking in some way or another. Now we want to hear from you. Which console do you think deserves the crown, the PlayStation 5 or the Nintendo Switch? Share your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. Thanks for joining us on this thrilling gaming journey. Until next time, may your frame rates be high and your adventures legendary. Game on.